Yes.
Text me if you need me.
Test.
Yep, I hear it.
Not test.
Yeah.
Test it.
Test.
Welcome back to the second half of St. Joe's versus Somerville. I'm Saketh Kadori, joined by Brian Burks. Brian, what are you seeing so far? What do you think?
I'm seeing pretty good St. Joe's football right now. Score is 19-7 Falcons. The O line is holding up very good, and our defense is doing very good right now too. Covering.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're clicking on all cylinders right now. You see, the O line is making sure DeGennaro is not feeling any pressure in that backfield. We're seeing guys like Jeremy DeCaro and Mac Licano pop off. I think every skill player on St. Joe's is kind of like a Swiss Army knife. In the fact that they're being used in multiple positions. So the kickoff is caught, and it looks like a good return to about just shy of the 35, 31 maybe. The Falcon defense is out, and number 56 is back in, so that's a good sign for the Falcons. He was down earlier. Not really sure what the injury was, but good to see him back.
Yeah. St. Joe's coverage right now is doing very good. The first half, the Somerville didn't get much passes off, so the coverage is doing very good.
I agree. Looks to be in shotgun formation. Handoff. Shut down rather quickly, maybe 2 yards on that run.
Yeah, as what I was saying earlier. Both line is doing very good right now. They just stopped that run right there, maybe a yard or two, but didn't give up a big run right there. So the line is doing very good on both sides right now.
So Mike Miller ready to receive the snap. Another run. Looks like it's going to be Mitchell. He's shut down quickly as well. Looks like they're going to be at about the 35-yard line. Brian, do you think Somerville is going to change their scheme at all as we enter this half? Do you think they're going to go more run heavy as we're seeing in the first couple of plays, maybe pass heavy as they need to catch up? What do you think?
So I think right now they're running because their passing game was not very strong in the first half. They had one screen pass that went in for a touchdown, but that was pretty much it for their passing.
So Mike Miller, a deep shot down the field.
Oh, just
overthrown. He looked to be open, just overthrown. It was just out of his hands. So with about 10:22 in the third quarter, looks like it's going to be fourth down. The offense is staying on the field. Kind of a risky call, don't you agree? Especially score being 19 to going to be muffed. DeCaro recovers it himself, though, looking to evade some defenders. Flag is thrown. By the faces of the players, it looks to be on Somerville.
Yeah. Earlier in the game, there was some questionable calls on St. Joe's side for the last 5 minutes of the second quarter of half.
Yeah, those are some. Definitely, those are some calls. I mean, you could have argued that was a safety back in the backfield, and there was a fumble that they called that could have very well been out of bounds. But seeing St. Joe's leading 19 to 7, I don't think they should dwell on the past too much. Just move on.
Yeah. Hopefully St. Joe's keeps up the lead for the rest of the half, and yeah, get their second W this season.
So it looks like DeGennaro and Huntley are in the backfield. Kind of an unconventional scheme. Huntley.
Oh. St. Joe's first down.
That seems to be Amari Jones. Big gain on the play. Looks to be spotted just short of the 55-yard line, entering into Somerville territory. About just under 10 minutes left in the third quarter. So again, two running backs in the backfield. Similar play. Jones gets the carry again. Try to get around the defenders there, but he was pushed out of bounds. Maybe a yard on the play. You think St. Joe's has to start chewing some clock and keep going with the runs here?
Yeah, I think they're playing safe right now. They don't want to give up any interceptions or any turnovers because that could really damage the score right now. So I think they're just playing it safe right now, and it's working out. They got a big gain right there, so
Yeah,
hopefully just keep doing the same thing. And
especially with the crowd involvement here, this momentum could shift anyway right now, and you don't want to give that risk.
yeah, that's true.
There's going to be De Janeiro again, two running backs in the backfield. He's going to keep it this time. Pocket broke quickly. He's running to the side, throws it away. That's great recognition by De Janeiro. He doesn't try to force anything there. None of the receivers are open, and he knows the score right now, and he's well aware of that. So
Yeah, what one turnover right now could really change the game. So that's good that he threw it away, and not risking the score right now.
yeah, momentum can shift anytime in nights like this. So definitely want to be careful of that. Definitely want to keep the opposing side quiet.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night right now. Friday Night Lights.
St. Joe's doesn't see many of these Friday night light games, but when they do, seem to be playing well.
Yeah.
Just about 9.5 left in the quarter. De Janeiro hits Maglicano right in the middle of the field. How good has he been as a tight end for the Falcons and as a pass rusher? He's been great.
Yeah. Um, it was a little risky, but he caught it, and that was very good.
And he,
Uh,
he put it in a spot right where only Maglicano could get it. He threw it right over the back shoulder of that quarterback, and quarterback didn't even know it was coming. All he could do is put his hands up and pray.
yeah. It was a very good pass too.
Great pass. De Janeiro hands it off. Shut down quickly though.
They're in
So
enemy
it's second
territory
and
right now.
8 now in the red zone. St. Joe scores here. Do you see Somerville starting to throw the towel, or do you see them continuing to try and those deep balls and inch their way back in?
I feel like they could throw in the towel soon if they make the touchdown right here.
So it's Huntley. He's shut down quickly as well. Minimal yardage on that play.
Yeah, if Somerville throws the deep ball more often, they need to connect on it. If they don't connect on it, it's very risky. So I feel like if the defense of St. Joe's right now, it's been pretty tough for Somerville. So I think St. Joe's, if they keep playing the way they are, they'll get the W tonight.
And hypothetically, if they don't get the yardage required to get in first and goal territory, most likely they'll end up kicking it. Tyler Huseth, the kicker, has missed 2 extra points already. So we'll see how if he's in his head or anything like that.
Maybe after during halftime, maybe he's practiced a little bit, and I think he'll probably finish the extra points now.
Yeah, and I think the main thing with kickers is that they can't get in their head. You know, when they get in
Yeah.
their head, they kind of psych themselves out. So hopefully he's being more mindful of that. The kick is up, and a flag on the play. Houston nailed it, but so it seems the kick was good, but the offense is back on the field.
Must have been a false start.
Must have been, I think maybe a penalty on the other team. First down, maybe now for the Falcons. So yeah, it is first down. If you're Somerville, that's one you can't give up. I mean, especially with especially trailing 12 points halfway to go in the third quarter. You can't be giving freebies out to the other team.
Yeah, that hurts.
Amari spins, taking down the good fight to get maybe a yard or two.
I feel like if St. Joe's gets the touchdown right here, I think um, Somerville will put up a fight, but I think they'll come just short tonight.
Yep, it's on the 5 yard line now. See what the Falcons do. Second and 5. DeGennaro takes the snap, rolls back, he hands it off. And that's DeCaro in for his third touchdown. What a night he's having.
Yeah.
3 touchdowns through the air, 1, and then 2 through the rush now. What a game.
Yeah, the offensive line is doing very good. The Gennaro is having a great night with 3 touchdowns. So, yeah, it's been an overall good night for the St. Joe's Falcons.
I agree, and I don't think we can appreciate truly how good DeCaro's been. I mean, that's 3 touchdowns now. He's been great on defense too, and even he's been returning punts and kickoffs and stuff like that. So I don't think there's a player who you can consider maybe more valuable for this team other than DeCaro.
Yeah, that penalty very hurt bad for Somerville right now, as St. Joe's just got a touchdown off that, and that makes the score 25-7, St. Joe's Falcons.
And that might be the icing on the cake. We just have 5:45 left in the third quarter. We'll see how Somerville rebounds, but what do you think they have to do defensively in order to limit what St. Joe's is doing?
Well, St. Joe's, their offensive line is doing very good. So I feel like whenever they have a rushing play, that their defense needs to blitz more and get more pressure on the quarterback.
Definitely. And Somerville's sideline looks kind of mute right now. They don't look active at all. And it looks like the Falcons are going to try and go for 2 here. I don't blame them. There's not much that could go wrong with this. Up 25, we might as well put the cherry on top.
Yeah.
Empty set backfield now. DeGennaro looks to Huntley. Huntley can't reel it in. It's okay. Falcons are up significantly. 5:44 left to go. I don't think they're gonna be too down on themselves over that one, but would have been nice.
Yeah. Somerville, I don't know, nothing much they can really do right now. Just they need to limit their penalties. That penalty very hurt very much on them. So yeah, St. Joe's, they need to play great defense right now and close out the game.
Yeah, and assuming St. Joe's does win this game, this would send shockwaves through the GMC that the Falcons are big dogs in the conference this year, and they're not ones to be messed with.
Yeah.
I mean, besides Bishop R, I don't see another team standing against St. Joe's the way they're playing right now.
Yeah. The home opener too, it was a blowout. So yeah, they're looking very good with assuming if they win this game, it would be a two wins in the bag for St. Joe's with the new coach, Mr. Tracy.
So Huseth ready to kick off. Flat kickoff there, bounces. The return man trying to get around. It looks like he's put down at the 25-yard line. And that was a great kick. It was low, flat, and it bounced inbounds.
Yeah. Puts them Somerville not in too great field possession right now. So as St. Joe's defense is right now, I don't think much they can do right now.
Yep, and there looked to be a Falcon player shaken up there. Can't exactly tell who it is at the moment. Yeah, it seemed to be Jeremy DeCaro. They're shaken up. Good to see he's up on his own power and he looks to be fine. Maybe
Yeah.
it was just a nasty hit there. Maybe his wind was taken out of him. Who knows?
Yeah, he's had a great night, 3 touchdowns. So hopefully, he'll be in the game soon.
So 5:35 left in the game. Mike Miller ready to receive the snap. Miller tosses it to his running back. Gets good yardage there. First down for the Pioneers. That was number 6, Hobbs, the running back.
Looks like Somerville wants to hurry up and get a playoff right now.
And Hobbs is a great rusher of the football. He has an offer at Sacred Heart University. So obviously he's one of the better players on Somerville and he's getting college interest. So
Yeah,
good to see St. Joe's game plan for him well.
that was a great stop by St. Joe's. Looked like they backed them up a little bit.
Yep, about 3 yards. Still 25-7 the score. Somerville still trying to work their way up the scoreboard, trying to make a last triumph before they go out. I think if you're Mike Miller, you gotta take some more of those shots. I mean, he had one down the field earlier, and just out of reach for the wide receiver. But if you're Mike Miller, you just gotta keep doing that.
Yeah, we get good yardage too.
Miller keeps it. He hits his man number 1 right in the middle. Close to first down yardage. Might be inches left. Looks like they don't move the chains. They're going to call it third down and inches.
Hopefully, St. Joe's defense gets a stop right here.
Mike Miller receives the snap. He's going to keep it. He tosses it over to Hobbs. Hobbs is taken down really quickly, and that's number 32, in for the tackle.
St. Joe's defense has been amazing tonight, keeping the score only to a touchdown. And they just stopped Somerville from getting a first down.
Yeah, and that was Will Almasi. He's another one of those linebackers who are so pivotal for the St. Joe's defense. So Miller steps up, passes it to his man again, number 1. So him and Miller seem to have a good connection right now. He's going to be close to the 50, I presume.
Yeah, if I was Somerville right
They call it
now,
on the 46-yard line. Just 3 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Miller keeps it again. Tries to hit number 1 again. It's put down. Can't reel it in.
yeah,
But if you're Mike Miller, I mean, that's yardage that seems insignificant right now, but it's going to add up. And he should keep looking for those.
yeah. If I was Somerville right now, I would look for the short passes, get some yardage. Just to put the score up, I'd probably go for a field goal. Try to get the touchdown, but just put numbers on the board right now.
So Miller sends his running back in motion, steps up in the pocket. Inaccurate throw there for Miller. Man had to dive for the ball, and he still couldn't get it.
Yeah, St. Joe's defense has them pretty locked up right now. The quarterback needs to make some. Mike Miller needs to make some tough decisions to find the wide receivers, stuff like that. And
Yeah, and Brian, just to add on to your point, the coverage has been so good that the line is having even more time to get to the quarterback, and honestly, it's just complementing each other perfectly. So Miller now still on the 46-yard line, third down. It's another pass play. Miller hits his man, number 26.
looks like there's a flag on the play though.
Looks like they're going to call a holding on the Somerville offense. That these penalties are starting to add up for them. I mean, you had the one over on defense where they gave St. Joseph first down and first and goal territory, and now you're sending the offense back. I mean, there's not much of a worse time to get a penalty if you're that offense.
Yeah, Somerville having penalties is crucial right now, as you were saying earlier when they gave up the first down for a penalty, and St. Joe's ended up getting a touchdown out of that.
Yeah, now you need 23 yards on third down to even make a run. So Miller steps up in this pocket. He evades, keeps running, gonna try and get a first. So he's put down short of first down territory, but regardless, that's great running there by Miller. I mean, he recognized the pocket breaking down quickly, and he got out of there.
Yeah, he was very close to the first down. They pushed him out of bounds though.
Right, so he's gonna be a couple yards short still. Looks like the offense is walking on the field. And it looks like St. Joe's has a man down. It looks to be number 8, Christian Maglicano. You know, he's such a pivotal piece for this Falcon defense and offense. He has a touchdown already today. I believe he has a sack. So obviously, it's not something you'd like to see.
Yeah. Looks like he's walking. No, that's a good sign.
Good sign. He's walking with a limp. Hopefully, he's able to walk it off. Maybe we don't need to rush him back into the game, but you can only hope he'll be ready in the future.
Yeah, with this score right now, I wouldn't rush him into the game.
Yeah, I agree. Especially being a junior and such an important piece to this offense. So it looks like Miller's back on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th and 2. I can't really blame their coach here. I mean, you got to make calls like this if you want to even have a chance at winning the game.
Oh, false start. St. Joe's, number 56.
Yeah, it looks to be offsides there. He just jumped a little bit and they caught him. And now that's a penalty for the Falcons. So before we were talking about Somerville's penalties adding up, but see ones like this and maybe they might start creeping back into the game. You know, we still have 2.5 minutes in this quarter and then another 12 to play. So you don't want to add insult to injury and, let them creep back into this game. So Miller now hands it off to his man, Mitchell. Mitchell gets 11, 12 yards maybe, and that's gonna move the sticks again.
Yeah, that was a good run play by Somerville. Looks like they're hurrying up right now to get a playoff.
Looks like another flag is out. Fans are calling false start. We'll see what the refs call. Looks like they call offsides against St. Joe, so that's a second penalty now.
Yeah, and now Somerville is getting closer and closer to the Falcons' end zone right now.
Yeah, and Maglicano's back on the field now, so it's great to see, and good to see he's fine.
Yeah.
Such an important piece for this defense.
As you said earlier, I think he got a sack this game, so it'd be good to see.
And he caught a bomb for a touchdown from DeGennaro, so he's used all around. And now Miller throws to his man number 1.
looks incomplete.
Yeah, it's called incomplete. It's awfully close to the ground. So just under 2 minutes left to play. Still 25-7. St. Joe's on top.
Somerville's only touchdown in this game was completed by a screen pass in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that was their opening drive, I believe. And yeah, since then they just haven't looked the same. Obviously, St. Joe's has scored and the momentum shifted in their way. But you're Somerville, you can't let that get to you, especially at home with the fans here. Miller steps up in the pocket.
And it looks sacked.
Taken down. And that's number 52 initially getting to him. Elias Scott. He got there and just bear hugged his foot. And
Oh, another player down for Falcons.
so it's Elias Scott, the man who got the quarterback. He's down. And Somerville has a man down as well.
That looks like the quarterback for Somerville.
Yeah, and that would be detrimental to Somerville if it is their quarterback.
Yeah.
But more for St. Joe's, it's a pivotal man in the defensive front. He's such an important piece and an anchor down there, both in the defensive and offensive line. He's so important.
Yeah. Looks like he's still down though.
So now a backup quarterback is in for Somerville. Elias Scott walking to the sideline on his own power. Just a little shaken up. He looks to be walking it off.
It's good to see.
Now number 16, the new quarterback for Somerville.
That's really rough for Somerville right now to have their starting quarterback out.
Yeah, and it looked like both of the men involved in that last play were out. Oh, and Somerville breaks open a huge one here. Huge run there. That was just a punch in the gut for St. Joe's. I mean, they gave up 2 penalties there. They got the sack and brought them back. And now they're giving up a huge play. Maybe it's the impact of Elias Scott, their big defensive man in the middle. Now they're going to be on the 9-yard line. So first and goal for the Pioneers. Huge run there from the running back. So Miller's back in. So I guess that's a glimmer of hope for Somerville.
Wrapped up right there.
Yeah, and that's wrapped up. And now we just have less than a minute to go in this third quarter, and now we got a Somerville. Oh, and another player down for St. Joe's.
Looks like it cramped up right there.
Yeah, not a good sign for the Falcons.
Yeah.
And it might be the same man.
Having those 2 penalties for St. Joe's has been very crucial right now because the game is not over yet. They still have a full quarter to play. And now they have Somerville in for second and goal right now on the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and St. Joe's still working on that early season conditioning. Obviously, last game, Falcons had a huge problem with cramps. So many of the key players go out with cramps, and now we might be seeing it again. Hopefully, cramps is all it is.
Yeah.
So stoppage of clock here for the injury. Just about 51 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
Speaking of that home opener at the Brenner, that was a very good day for St. Joe's, taking over the victory 30-6.
Yeah, and great game, and only 6 points there for New Brunswick was, in garbage minutes at that point. So I think the Falcons were very happy with what they saw in the first game, and it was great encouragement going into the rest of the season. Assuming they go out of Somerville with the win here, like I said, it sends shockwaves through the GMC.
Yeah. It's been a very good start for our.
Instilled in them. It seems to all the fundamentals are down, and they still run sets. We've seen sets with 2 running backs in the backfield, motion all over the field. So I
Yeah,
think if you're a Falcon, you have to be excited for both the players and Coach Tracy's game planning.
yeah. Be excited for the future too. So
Yeah, a lot of the players are still juniors, but a lot of the men in the middle and in the line, skilled players, a lot of seniors. So obviously, it'll be changes next year. But we're still early in the season, so we'll see where we go with this year first before we start assuming next year. Players still down, not a great sign for the Falcons.
looks like he's getting up now.
It was Rodney Fanning. I mean, he had problems with cramps last week as well. He came out of the game early. He's up now, though, and he's walking on his own.
It's good to see.
Looks like it might be a cramp problem. I mean, we can only hope that that's all it is. So just about under a minute left to play. Somerville now first and second and goal, 9 yards to go. Obviously, with 2 big pieces down in the middle with Elias Scott and Rodney Fanning. Both defensive tackles are out.
Oh, wrapped up right there.
Jake Tully is still limping. I mean, you saw him get a little bit hurt early in the third quarter. I mean, he's what's left of this line at this point. We see Rodney Fanning go out. We saw Elias Scott go out, and yeah. So Miller now set to receive the snap. Gets the play off before the clock runs out. Looks to his man at the end zone. Not caught. Overthrown.
Just 4 seconds.
4
to play.
seconds left. We're going to get a play off.
Then we have a whole nother quarter to play in this football game. Hopefully St. Joe's continues on both sides of the ball. They've been very great tonight.
So now Miller looking for his man. He rushes it himself, and he's taken down.
St. Joe's stop right there.
What a tackle there. Number 30.
That's great to see for St. Joe's.
Yeah, and you see so many players stepping up for this Falcons team. I mean, players keep going out for injuries. New players come in, and the defense is still dominating. I mean, nothing gets past that line.
Yeah. So score is still 25. Falcons and Somerville 7. Somerville was near the end zone. So, yeah.
So now as we enter the fourth quarter, Brian Burke is going to be replaced with Ben Chadwick back for play-by-play commentary. We'll be back with you shortly for the fourth quarter.